What's something you'll never admit in real life, but will confess here anonymously? When I was really little, like 3 to 4, I once called my aunt a witch because of her eyebrows. She misheard it as wish and absolutely loves the nickname. She uses it in so many of her usernames. Now we all call her Annie Wish, and she doesn't know its true origins. She's trolling you on the long con. On her deathbed, she's going to make you lean in close, and she's going to whisper, "Who's the witch now?" right before she dies. But she has to cackle for the full effect. I want to run away from my boyfriend's parents' house. I hate the toxicity. Leave, trust me, you won't regret it. The toxicity will make you horribly miserable soon enough, so leave. Then listen to your own advice. Run. I left with our son. We are still together, but I couldn't handle living there anymore. I feel so much better now, and I can actually relax again. I was caregiver to my best friend for life after he developed ALS, and I was thankful and relieved when he passed. It sucks when you find the level of your own weakness and is a chasm too hard to cross alone. It's pretty normal for people in a position like that to feel a sense of relief at the end. It's like a burden has been lifted for everyone involved. It's not a weakness to feel the weight of such a burden. It's a strength to have carried it in the first place. Sorry for jumping on this, but thank you, something I needed to hear without realizing. I'm currently taking care of my 86-year-old dad. He had a stroke at the end of May, and now doesn't seem like my dad 9 out of 10 days. Every morning, when I open the door to his room, I hope he's dead. It's like he died anyway, and I'm exhausted. I secretly think my can of shaving cream is haunted, but in a good way. It's still dispensing shaving cream years after I've bought it, and when I shake it, it still feels full. The can is starting to rust and plastic has long since faded. I'll never say out loud, but I swear it's haunted or connected to an endless dimension of silky smooth shaving cream. Is indeed a can of Barbasol. We'll have to check and report back on MFG date to see just how long it's been going. It's been 30 years since, but I had a can like that once. Apparently bottomless, and lasted for years until I lost it. Moving house. It had started to rust on the bottom like yours. It's the same can. I've worked my entire adult life to get into this really competitive and challenging doctorate program. It's everything I ever dreamed of and worked for. I'd never been so proud of myself and what I overcame to get here. I'm about 2% away from failing out this semester. I refuse to give up, but I'm so scared, so stressed. Some days I feel it's completely achievable. Others, I think I might as well give up. Please think of me and give me your good energy. You aren't a failure as a person if you fail out of the PhD program. Everyone else here is wishing you success, but I want to add, it's not the end of the world if you fail either. Being in a PhD program was the hardest job I ever had. A regular job that I had after was comparatively easy. Everyone I know who left a PhD program early ended up finding success doing something else shortly thereafter. Yeah, some of the most enlightening moments of my life were when I failed. Everything I was afraid of came to pass, and the world didn't end. It sucks, and it can be incredibly scary having your whole plan torn down like that, but life goes on. I'm hoping the best for OP, but I hope they're prepared to fail too, just in case. If it was easy to get a PhD, everyone would have one, and it wouldn't mean a thing. Keep jumping through the hoops. I almost failed out. Getting through is an exercise in perseverance. Just keep going. I'm glad my fiancé got fired. After 11 years at his soul-sucking job, I can finally come home and not hear about his boss or a customer for once. He teased on and off about getting a new job for years, and now he is forced to. I love my spouse, but they are absolutely incapable of looking for another job while employed, regardless of how miserable they are. This is over 30 years of being together. Same, I have no idea how people seamlessly bounce around to different jobs. Unless it's just expected in certain industries or something. The best time to look for a new job is when you're employed. There is always something better, and new jobs will grow your salary quicker than annual raises and promotions. Was going to kill myself last February or thereabouts. Didn't, and not a chance of me doing it now. I'm glad you're still here. Thanks. I would have missed out on the next chapter. Thank you. This is an important reminder to any of us that have struggled with this. Very glad you made it to the next chapter. It really is about riding it out at all cost. Thank you. I've owned a fried chicken restaurant for 10 years. I hate chicken. How's your meth business doing, though? Did you always hate chicken? Or do you hate chicken now because you smelled it for 10 years in a row? I feel my friends are my friends less and less as life goes on. Maybe that's normal for mid-30s, maybe it's the world right now, maybe both ick. It's also the first time I've had this much of a wealth disparity between us, and I don't feel like I can talk to them the same anymore. It's hard to hear how they're spending extra funds when I'm struggling so hard. Hey, I just wanted to say I totally understand, but if you have some people in your life, you can admit that you're struggling and things are hard to you might be surprised by how they come through and how much they love you. I was unemployed for a long stretch earlier this year, and when I finally opened up to my closest friends, they didn't shame me and even helped out by choosing activities I could afford and finding me some odd jobs. While we definitely laughed together about the situation, I have a doctorate in field that took a huge funding hit. I never felt looked down on or anything, but before I told them I was struggling, I felt ashamed and separate from them. It was and is amazing to know I have those people in my life, and the only way I found out how much they love me was by being honest about my situation. I bet you have some people who would do the same for you. I always treat my friend to concerts and things like that, and I don't mind. I know she's doing her best to stay afloat, and I want to see her and do things we both like. I felt grateful that I'm able to take my friends out. I quit methamphetamine cold turkey October 1st. The longest I have quit is 14 days in 14 years. This is huge for me. I have been secretly using for years, so I really have no one to share this with. I never thought I would be able to quit. Now have been clean 42 days. The downside is the weight gain, which is kicking my backside, but I will get it under control. The upside is the improvement in the relationships with my family, especially my 15-mo grandson. I'm so very thankful and blessed and have huge faith I can keep going. I am starting therapy again tomorrow and will hopefully be hearing from a drug and alcohol counselor within the week, as well as starting a twice-a-week group. I know I have a long way to go, but I am 54 years old and have continued to use because of the withdrawal and fear of weight gain. I don't want to be a slave to this crap anymore. I have really wanted to share this with someone. You've got this. You are doing so much for yourself just by what you've outlined here. This cannot be easy. I can't empathize as I have never used, but I find your story inspiring truly. It takes a lot of guts to do what you're doing. Proud of you. Thank you. That means a lot. I'm proud of you too. And having to do it alone has got to suck. Noon 2. Celebrate how much each day matters when it comes to staying clean. Way to go. My dad quit using meth. He went cold turkey, never did a 12-step program, and he thought we never knew he was using. We knew. He never apologized for the impacts to us because he thought there weren't any. There were. But even though he didn't handle the whole thing perfectly, he's lived longer than I ever thought he would, and is a great dad and grandpa. I promise your family sees a difference and is so happy to have you healthy. I'm not really happy for some of my work colleagues. Sure, I help set up the baby showers and housewarming parties we throw from time to time, but I'm jealous as hell that my chances to have those same experiences are getting lesser and lesser. I'd never say it to their face. I'll smile and continue to show up. But if I say I'm happy for them, I'm lying. For me, it is the opposite. I am envious. I don't feel jealousy, as it were. I don't wish ill on these people, nor do I think, why couldn't this have been me? That feeling is still there, but more in the sense of when will it be my turn? It becomes so exhausting, but that feeling is so difficult to ignore. Perhaps I take the definition of these terms too literally, but I digress. This unfortunately just gets more intense as time passes. I am genuinely happy for my friends when I go to a wedding. I am genuinely happy to help them pack and move away, even if it makes me so upset I can't help from crying in front of them while thinking about how they won't be around anymore is all just so exhausting. Is tiring going to so many weddings, baby showers, etc., and feeling genuine happiness for these friends I love so dearly but constantly. Wonder when, if ever, I will get to share in this experience with them to the fullest possible extent. In a lot of ways it feels very isolating. Is such an unusual feeling too. This is some experience meant to bring people closer together. And if anything, it feels like it just pushes me further away from them. I think this case, they meant jealous as envy. At least, I don't they mean they can no longer get with those work colleagues or something. Envy is the word I should have used. To some degree it is a little bit of both envy and jealousy for me. Personally, I'm getting older and it just feels like life is passing me by some days. I've done all the things I was told I should do and still come home most days feeling like I made mostly wrong choices even though on paper I thought I was doing the right things. Anyways, I have my husband, I have my dogs, I have a job and some sort of roof over our head. I guess I should just be grateful. I have it better than someone somewhere in the world. It's just difficult to mourn the idea of a life you thought you would have by now, more so when it's shoved in your face a lot. Not that that's their fault. That's on me. I say I don't want kids, but in reality, I just don't believe anyone can be in love with me, and I'm not strong enough to have kids on my own because of my autism. I'd actually love to have a family. I want to get married. I want to wear a white poofy dress that looks like it's from a fairy tale. I want to walk the aisle. I tell everyone I don't care about those things because if I admit I want it, I think it'll just be more embarrassing when it doesn't happen. I'm tired of believing things will change. I'm just exhausted. I'm superstitious too, and I genuinely believe I'm cursed cuz every time I start admitting to myself or a friend that I like a guy, he suddenly draws away without me doing anything. Either that or me liking a guy is just so unattractive that it icks them out. Sending hugs. You are not cursed and it's okay to admit you want those things. Embarrassment is the price you pay to start something or to admit you want something. After that it ceases to be a factor. Put yourself out there. Be yourself and you will find someone who will choose you one day and continue choosing you every day. This is beautiful. I just need a win. Anything really. Just one decent thing, no matter how small, to keep me going a little more. You got 2 upvotes. A win is a win, my friend. You hit 85 likes on this post? Winning. Smiley face. Feel this so hard. Just want to feel like I have purpose somewhere in life. Thank you, kind internet strangers, for the upvotes and comments. In a week full of lows, this has definitely been a nice high. Is much appreciated.
Consider subscribing if you enjoyed this video and if you want to see more of Reddit Universe.